16. For I'm not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes, to the Jew first and also to the Greek. You see, the power of God is unleashed through the gospel message. The gospel, our salvation is not that we just chose a religion, or that we chose a certain church because we like the people that are there, or the pastor's such a great speaker. That's not salvation. Salvation is not turning over a new leaf. Salvation is not having said a prayer one day long ago. Salvation is a supernatural work of God, right? It is a supernatural work of God. It's life-changing. It is going from being dead towards God to becoming alive towards God. Jesus called it. Jesus, in John chapter 3, Jesus said you must be born again. There's a new birth that takes place. In Titus chapter 3, it talks about the washing of regeneration and the renewing of the Holy Spirit. This is the work of God. 2 Corinthians 5 says you're a new creation. You see, salvation is a work of God. It's something that God does in a person. If it happened to you, you know it. We can't explain it. You may say, I don't understand. I just know it has happened. How did it happen? It happened because of certain things, certain deeds that you've done. The profound reasoning that you had, that you could just somehow come to this? No, it was the power of God that worked through the gospel message. God restored your heart. God in your thinking, He gave you understanding of the gospel message. He opened your eyes to understand. So if we have responded to the gospel message, what does this mean? This means, when I think about the power of God, it means I should be filled with, first of all, thankfulness, right? Because I should have this realization, you know what? I couldn't save myself. It's not something that I had to somehow figure out. It's not something that I had to somehow have this certain amount of discipline or just do the right things. It was a work of God. And so when we think about our salvation, we need to realize it's been the power of God. So first of all, we ought to be thankful, right? And secondly, we got to tell other people, right? If my life has been changed by Jesus Christ, then shouldn't I tell other people how their life can be changed? Shouldn't we? Are you with me? We should, right? We don't always, but we should. This is the greatest gift that in our whole life that we could ever get, is this gift of salvation. Why don't we tell people? If it's not happened in your life, and surely I'm speaking to someone here, perhaps several people, if that's not happening, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Listen, God nudging you in your thoughts, your heart? Do you feel that nudging? Are you in your mind, are you going, you know what? This is true. I understand. I've been here a few times. Maybe I've been here for several years. I know that it's really true. Is God saying, come? Is God saying, come to you? Why do you wait? Why not go? All you do. What does it say? It's the power of God to everyone who believes. God just says, come as you are. See, our salvation, it is His work. His power will bring you into His kingdom. Would today be the day, friend? In God's power rests our salvation.